Back with JokerJoker TV's live coverage of Athfest 2023. You guys hanging in there out there in the internet? We are here tonight with Way Past Cool. They have a new EP coming out August 12th, and it's called I'm Fine, It's Fine, Everything's Fine. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did.
100%. All right, tell me about the album. Microphones up to your mouths, please.
I'm gonna let you do this.
You're familiar with microphones. Anything like what are we to expect from this album?
So it's 6 songs. We recorded a few months back at Full Moon Studio with Jay Rogers producing.
He's the man.
And what else can we say about the album?
You know, it's got some pop punk, some rock and roll, some goodness all thrown in there. And we had, like you said, Jay Rogers do all the recording. My buddy Peter from 59X, he did all the mixing and mastering and everything like that. And something we're super proud of that came together fairly quickly. And we'll have more out too before you know it.
That's great. That sounds awesome. Have you guys been to Athfest yet? Gone downtown and hung out at Athfest?
Yeah.
What's it like down there? Is it?
I mean, so many great bands just hanging out. You know, I mean, every band down there is fantastic.
I was excited to see 5'8". We watched them play a little bit earlier today. Patrick, he's one of my favorite drummers in town.
I think I was out there. I think I might have bumped into you guys. That was an amazing show. And there's vendors. Like, it's a pretty good Athfest this year, I'd say. Is this your first Athfest playing?
Yeah.
Why did you have to say yeah?
Well, so just because I felt bad because I just gave John the mic.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, no, I didn't mean to call you out.
No, I took the mic because all of these guys are pretty well seasoned musicians. They've all been in multiple bands, and I started with Way Past Cool, and that was kind of my first band ever. So the fact that we're doing Athfest is really mind blowing. It's always something that, like, you know, growing up in Athens and around, like, you're aware of how big of a deal it is, how special it is, and so, like, getting to be a part of it is mind blowing.
That's cool. That's awesome. Where are you guys playing?
Cine.
At Cine. Okay, cool. So you have been a band for about 1 year, and you guys have played a bunch of shows together, but you haven't toured yet?
Not quite yet. We're looking to get out to, you know, all the neighboring states, the Florida, the Carolinas, the Tennessees, the Alabamas, all that kind of good stuff.
I mean, I don't think touring should be a mark of a band. Like, you've played shows.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any shows that stand out as, like, awesome or crazy or...
One of the last ones that we did, the Creature Comforts anniversary show, that was a really good time. Unfortunately, Adam couldn't join us, but that's okay. We still love you.
Well, this will be my second time.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, this will be my second show with you guys because I joined late.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say is, like, what sticks out to me is our previous Cine show where Adam was there, and it felt... I mean, obviously the band in previous iterations, it was great. We really enjoyed it. But this is the first time it really felt very full, not only with the sound, but just everybody that was supposed to be there was there, which was really awesome.
Like in the audience. And I love that energy. So you've talked a little bit about how Athens fits into all of this, but you guys are all kind of from around here. And so, like, Athens has this great music scene that's all inclusive, and I want to say I watched your video, and I watched one of the Cine one that you guys were talking about, and it was so fun. Like, the energy, like, you had a video game. Was somebody playing a video game in the background?
It was either Tony Hawk or Crazy Taxi.
I think it was
Yeah,
Crazy
so
Taxi.
like
And Sonic Adventure.
Yes. So we like love that, like, 90s, early 2000s, like, punk sound, the skater punk stuff. So I thought if we get Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Crazy Taxi and put that in the background, it's like we're the soundtrack to those games.
You'll get it. Yeah.
So fun.
So did you just download videos of it, or was somebody playing it?
No, I pulled a download off of YouTube.
Oh,
of, like,
cool.
Clips from the video game.
Yeah, it definitely gave the vibe that you were looking for. It had that, like, yeah, I don't even know. You said it best. That was such a cool experience, and the music's so fun, and it's so, like, uplifting and energetic, and I could skate to it, but I can't skate. So I'm not gonna do that.
It'll give you the belief that you
Yeah.
can skate.
Yeah,
100%.
that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, any tips? Like, if I decide to write some early 2000s punk, what are some tips you could give me?
Like 3 chords and like a
All right,
lot of
all right.
angst.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
Some halftime bouncing.
yeah.
Got to have that in there.
Is it manufactured angst, or do you like? You
No.
Okay.
I think a lot of it is growing up in that like time period too. Like you really felt that, and a lot of it is tapping into what you felt before, and you carry it differently as an adult, of course. Like you feel those feelings differently, but it's still there, and like part of you still is like a very angry 14-year-old in your room, just being like, "Whatever, mom, you just don't understand me."
I love that. I wish I could say that on like to my therapist, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever, mom, you don't understand me. So you've talked a little bit about this, but specifically, how does Athens make your music what it is? How is Athens a part of your band, or is it how does the music scene here contribute to what you guys are doing, or take away from it?
I would say a lot of it kind of helped start the band in general. Like myself and John, we played in bands together years ago. He was in a band called So It Goes. I've been in bands like Burns Like Fire. So we used to play shows all the time. He moved back to town about a year ago, and he had a project. He had some songs he had written. He had reached out to me to say, "Hey, let's see if we can get together and get some things going." We did. Then we met Emily. We met our bass player Daniel, who couldn't be here, and then Adam rolled along. So it's a community. We all kind of met each other and have kind of grown up here and met each other one way or another and kept playing music, and
Yeah, like
music kept going.
Parker and I like knew each other from like 10, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
playing in bands. And also it feels like Athens has a really good like revitalization going on with a lot of new bands coming.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
And there's like a lot of great punk bands and pop punk bands and alternative rock bands. So
Yeah.
we kind of all just met each other through seeing each other at shows. And then we're like, let's jam and see if we can put something together. And we all kind of had similar tastes and what kind of music we wanted to do. So it all worked out.
That's awesome. I love that. That's a classic story for the classic city.
Yeah,
Oh
for
my
the
God.
classic city.
So I had actually gone and seen them like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were like, "Hey, you know anybody who plays?" I was like,
Me.
"I'll join." All right, all right, fine.
And I sent him some like demos and he learned the songs. Like he showed up and he's like, yeah, I already know all the songs.
Yeah,
So
That's
we're like, all right, you're in the band. Let's do it.
I mean, if there's not a better Athens story about how a band formed, I feel like you guys have it. This is like how the scene works. It's just
Exactly.
musicians knowing musicians, working together, and like being like, yeah, I love that 90s angst. I got some of that.
Mhm.
And you guys all saw it in each other.
Yeah.
And brought out your Horcruxes. Well, we are going to watch one of your videos. I think it is your performance at Cine, or did you guys get it? And this is the last interview for today, but there's more interviews tomorrow. So definitely tomorrow at 11 a.m., right? You guys are going to be awake that early? Okay. All right. There are so many interviews happening here on JokerJoker TV. So many cool bands, so many way past cool bands. Oh my God, I'm such a dad right now.
It's great. You're doing great.
So, subscribe. I said it last night. This is pretty historic. I've never seen so many bands in the same sitting on the same bench with the same microphones.
Wipe this down, right? I don't.
Oh man, yeah, we wiped it down. It's pretty amazing. So come back tomorrow. Check out there's going to be plenty more bands. There's going to be plenty more cool things, and we're going to just sit here and watch videos for the rest of the night. The show's not over, but this is the last interview of the night. So check out JokerJoker TV on YouTube. And way past cool. Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.